Hello.
Hooray!
Braden Herrington here, joined by the lovely, the beautiful Bartender Dave.
Oh, you're far too kind to me, sir.
You are like the star. You're like the underdog star of the live audio wrestling universe.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You're like Daniel Bryan.
You're the one that's doing all these shows right now. Holy crap.
Yeah. But
doing
people,
Raw yesterday.
Yeah. People don't like me, though. People like you, Dave, because you're a hard, honest man. Hard-working man is what I meant to say. And you're a bartender.
Leave that honesty part out of there.
True. Fair. No. You're an honest man. This is why we get
thank
along.
you very
this
much.
This is why we get along. We're friends. And you're a bartender. Everyone likes bartenders, Dave.
Yeah, it's a fun job, and if you ever get a chance, I'd say get into it. It's a great little industry to be part of.
I'll get my smart serve, and Dave will get me a job at Bryden's.
Oh, for sure, baby. Come on in.
Dave, a lot of people were excited because there was a rap battle tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And they heard that I, myself, and you were going to be reviewing it. And I'm very excited because I love rap battles. So let's talk about SmackDown, Dave. There is a lovely video package to start the show, as it is the 4th of July, Independence Day, Dave. One of my favorite Jeff Goldblum movies. Maybe behind Jurassic Park.
Where does The Fly fall into that?
It's good too, actually. I am a fan of that one. I think I like Jurassic Park more because it's Jurassic Park. Like, come on. Chaos Theory and all that stuff. But, you know, I tried to watch Independence Day 2 with Jeff Goldblum, but no Will Smith. It's not a good sequel's not good, Dave.
Not worth watching then?
No.
I shouldn't even bother?
No, don't go watch it. I do need to see Spider-Man. That's what I need to see.
That new one?
Yeah, I need to go see that one.
Yeah, I've like huge reviews for that already.
Apparently, it's really
good.
It's
the best thing Marvel ever did.
We're going to find out. Spider-Man is one of my low-key faves, so I got to go see that. But don't go see Independence. Oh, wait, that was last year anyways. Whatever. It's on Netflix. Don't watch it. Basically, in this video package, it says that we have to fight for our right to party. That's what I got out of that. So, John Cena returns to SmackDown Live. He doesn't have a new T-shirt, which upset me as the WWE T-shirt nerd that I am. But he's probably working on a new one. He comes out. The ropes tonight are red, white, and blue. Very classy. Nice little touch there. Loved it.
Yep.
The crowd is super divided on John Cena, as always. But they are pretty loud tonight, I thought. They were pretty excited to be here, which always makes for a good show. Cena says, today is Independence Day. And he starts saying that, you know, all of us deserve whatever we want, no matter what your sex, your color of your skin. He's pretty much doing that. Remember he did that PSA? Have you seen that?
Yeah, Love Has No Labels.
Yeah, it is fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I actually just got it on the Fight Network and the networks I work at. I actually fought for this to be on TV for our networks because I love that John Cena PSA. Not just because it's John Cena, but hey, it's John Cena. And
I heard you guys are starting to carry Smash Wrestling.
Yes, Smash Wrestling will be available on the Fight Network. So if you subscribe or you don't subscribe, I'm sure they're going to post videos on YouTube and such as well to check it out. But super excited. Smash Wrestling, my favorite wrestling company here in Toronto. Always a super fun time when you go. I love all the wrestling companies here, but that one is always fun. They bring in some pretty big names sometimes. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, back to John Cena.
Sorry.
No, I know you go to Smash shows too. You like Smash Wrestling.
Yeah, I'm going to Destiny Wrestling too in August 27th with Alberto El Patron.
Ooh.
And he's tagging with Santino Marella. He's going back in the ring for.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Destiny Wrestling. Bring in the Global Force Wrestling and Impact Wrestling champion.
There you go.
Toronto, so check that out. Cool. Well, Alberto El Patron is not in the PSA ad that I was mentioning.
No.
He should have his own, but it might, talk about different topics. John Cena says he's here because he wants to compete with the best. He says that some people backstage and in the locker room have been saying that he's sold out, that he's a part-timer. Well, John says, I'm not a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. I'm a free agent. Raw or SmackDown Live, I will beat them all. You bring them to me, I will knock every one of them down. And then he lists members of the SmackDown Live roster. And then he lists names from the Raw roster, including and ending with Roman Reigns.
Yeah, a little preface to what might happen.
Yeah. Do you think you see Roman versus Cena at SummerSlam or at WrestleMania?
I'd probably see him. I'd say WrestleMania because I think that's a pretty big match. I want to see it.
Yes.
I think a lot of people want to see it. And honestly, I got chills watching him. I thought it was great. Like,
yeah, John Cena.
I really thought he did a great job on this promo.
Yeah, John Cena, like, love him or hate him, and trust me, I used to hate him too back when it was fun to hate him instead of Roman Reigns. He has one of the best promos in this company, man. Like, he's so passionate, or at least he makes it feel so passionate about anything he's saying. John Cena says that the franchise is back. He is not referring to Shane Douglas. This is when Rusev comes out, because Rusev thought Shane Douglas was here. However, he was not. Rusev returns to SmackDown Live. He says, while you were playing in your movies and whatnot, I was actually here and I got hurt. And as I'm rehabbing, I saw commercials for your return. Where was Rusev's comeback commercial? He says, Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon won't reply to his video messages.
Okay. That's how they tie up all the loose ends about what happened.
Yeah. Dave, this reminds me of me and you, because you keep sending me video messages and I just don't reply to them.
Oh, you should watch them. They're really dirty.
That's what I like. What? Why are you sending video messages? That's so funny. I want to see these. Can they release these? Release the DMs. Release the video messages. Like, I could imagine just like, Daniel, why no Rusev have commercial to come back? Like, what are these videos that he? Remember when Kane had to like text the Undertaker one time? That's what I imagine it. Like, I know Rusev is pretty funny in real life and everything. Like, I actually think he's hilarious. Total Divas and his Twitter and everything like that. Like, he's just so funny. But like, imagine him literally sending Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon video messages.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
They should release them. Release the DMs. So stupid. I loved it, but ridiculous. Rusev says the American dream is a lie and America is a joke.
Yeah, I liked his line about stuff your face with cheeseburgers and hot dogs.
Yes, he says in Bulgaria, they march on Independence Day, but here you eat hot dogs and cheeseburgers, and Cena says, yeah, and fireworks, we blow stuff up. Cena also makes a bulge area joke.
After he does that whole thing about here we love everybody.
Yeah. Be a star. But if you're from bulge area, you suck. Apparently. Cena says, fuck it, let's do a flag match. Because, it's Independence Day. So Rusev says, sure, but not tonight. And then waves his flag. Cena calls him a coward and gets the crowd to chant USA. So obviously a flag match is in the foreseeable future. What do you think about that, Dave?
Oh, I'm excited. I'd love to see it. This comeback by John Cena, I didn't think much of it, but after watching this show, I'm really excited to see anything that he does. And you really feel how much he was missed on the show when he was gone, because he gives you that air, that excitement, that electricity, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, I like John Cena. He brings a big match feel to me, like whenever he fights. So, and him and Rusev, they had a fun program back a few years back. So that's okay. I'm looking forward to that. Cena and Rusev, they could put on a good match, a flag match. Everyone's favorite type of match.
Of course.
So it's fine. I think this is just a stepping stone for Cena to move on to a bigger program, whether it be Roman Reigns at SummerSlam or Jinder Mahal with the title. I'm not sure, but anything he does, you have to watch because it's John Cena. He's the guy.
Yes.
And like he said, now he's challenging Raw guys. So we could see him against Roman Reigns or anyone else. But then now the rumor is Brock Lesnar and John Cena at WrestleMania. So that's a little strange. But
we've seen that a few times.
I know,
already.
yeah. It's nothing brand new, but I mean, that still is a big match, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what comes with that. They remind us that tonight is the rap battle, the real main event tonight, Dave. That was my main event.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you listen to rap, Dave?
Not for a while. I used to in my younger years.
Who's your favorite rapper, Dave?
No, you're going to call me out on this one, eh? I'm going to say the Rascals.
The Rascals. Dave, I don't even know who they are.
From Vancouver.
Oh, okay. Well, no one knows Canadian rappers, Dave, except Drake. If you're not Drake, no one knows who you are.
Oh, come on. How about the Identity Crisis that does the theme for this show? He's from Mississauga.
There you go. True. There you go. And
he's phenomenal, too. He's really good. He's got like 4 albums out. They're all really solid.
The Ottawa rapper known as Belly was just here in Toronto and got a little bit of heat because...
just a bit.
Because, everyone went to a rap concert that started 10 after 10 at night and were shocked when they heard a rapper using bad words. Oh, my goodness. How could they have let this happen? I don't know. Like, if you don't want to hear bad words, don't put rappers at Canada Day celebrations. I don't know.
Yeah, but come on, man. It's a Canada Day celebration. I think it was a bit in bad taste, the amount of profanities he used.
I just, listen, I listen to some of Belly's music. He's not one of my favorite rappers. He's recently blown up because of his affiliation with The Weeknd from Toronto. That's another star from Toronto. But, it's like, if you know his music, did you just want him to censor his music? Because I don't agree with that. But maybe just put Bare Naked Ladies on instead. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, fair enough.
Like, don't put that. All his songs are about like doing drugs and having sex. So when he does those songs, you get mad. I just, like, I don't know. I know what he has a song called Zanzibar, which is about a strip club in Toronto named Zanzibar. So what were you expecting?
Yeah, but when the guy shouts, if you love this effing country, put your effing arms in the air.
Damn. I went to see Eminem once, years ago, and he does this bit when he does Cleaning Out My Closet, which is one of his popular songs. And he goes, all right, if you hate your mom, shout F you, mom. F you, mom. If you hate your dad, say F you, dad. F you, dad. And I just remember, like, I didn't partake in the shouting. And I remember looking around going, wow, there's like, I don't know, a couple thousand people here all shouting that. I'm like, that's so weird. So, I understand. But again, those people pay to see that concert. So.
Yes, of course, yes.
Just like these people pay to see Daniel Bryan is backstage and Chad Gable and AJ Styles walk in. Daniel says that Owens has been telling Daniel Bryan, begging and pleading him to not let these two be in the Battle Royal tonight for the #1 contendership for the United States Championship. AJ subtly says, yeah, well, put some fireworks down his throat or something.
Yeah.
Nice, AJ. Nice. AJ says that I'm down for a little competition. And Gable says, I'm more than a little competition. Daniel Bryan says that these two will fight and the winner gets to be in the Battle Royal tonight. So Daniel Bryan is just listening to Kevin Owens like he's being controlled. He just does what he wants to do. Like,
yeah, like, cause I felt like I missed something.
Yeah, it's just like they just like I know.
Like, was this a storyline from last week or something?
Well,
because
like, Chad Gable, yeah.
Like Chad Gable, why? Oh, I don't want Chad Gable in this Battle Royal. Like, why?
Okay, well, I don't. It didn't bother me.
I can understand AJ Styles.
I understand now because now I just want to watch this match.
Oh yeah,
and I'm glad that we got to. So it is Chad Gable without Jason Jordan coming to the ring. Did they break up?
It said it on the key. Did you know it said
with Jason Jordan, but Jason Jordan wasn't there. Yeah, on the key, on his name, next to under his Twitter handle, it said with Jason Jordan, but he wasn't there. That's a storyline that should have been
exactly.
Chad Gable versus AJ Styles. Now, Chad Gable is part of American Alpha. And those two, if you ask me, I mean, we watch NXT every week, Dave, when we do What's Next. And watching these guys on NXT, they had a really bright future.
Huge.
And then when they came to SmackDown Live, it feels like they kind of just flopped a little bit.
Yeah, they dropped the ball on it.
Right.
But this match kind of makes me think that they might be going with Gable.
Hey, listen, both of those guys can go. Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. So either or. But this was a really good showing from Chad Gable, in my opinion. Gable tries to show AJ that he can, wrestle. So he takes him to the mat like Greco-Roman style. He's basically mat wrestling AJ Styles. Now, AJ Styles is really technical as well, but they're playing the story that, hey, Gable was like in the Olympics and and stuff, so he can out-wrestle AJ Styles. However, Styles hits him with a huge dropkick, just like Okada. AJ goes for his forearm, but Gable stops him. Gable goes for like this moonsault, but lands on his feet as AJ gets away, and AJ suplexes him into the turnbuckle. He goes for the Styles Clash, but Gable rolls through with an ankle lock, a move AJ Styles is very familiar with being locked into. So they play off, and they mention that Chad Gable really looks up to Kurt Angle as one of his heroes. I mean, I guess they're very similar in their paths, wrestling and then becoming a pro wrestler. So he's using the ankle lock here. AJ sells it, but finally gets out and locks in the calf crusher onto Chad Gable. Eventually, they both get out of it, and they're both selling their leg injuries.
That was really well done.
Yeah. Where they both were
down at the same time.
They both went to get up.
Nice touch.
Yeah, very, very good. So AJ Styles is hitting his patented strikes where he does the backhanded strikes and things like that. But Gable ducks the last one and hits a German suplex, flipping AJ Styles all the way over to his front. Awesome. It just looked amazing. I always picked that German suplex in the video games. When I had to create my moveset, I always picked the one that flips the guy all the way over. It just looks amazing. AJ Styles is just phenomenal.
For sure.
However, that was not enough to put the former world champion down as he gets up and hits a Pele kick and connects the phenomenal forearm, and AJ Styles is going to the Battle Royal tonight. However, that was really fun. That was kind of now I'm like, hey, Chad Gable, if he got some better looking tights, then he could pretty much go somewhere. I don't know. What did you think?
Without a doubt. I thought it was a great little match, and with a predictable outcome, of course. But Chad Gable really impressed. He is no slouch in the ring. His amateur skills are phenomenal, and I think he does have a bright future, and I think he might be good to break apart, get him on his own. I think he has a really good future.
It's weird because they're lacking in tag teams everywhere right now. Everywhere, NXT, SmackDown, other than the main guys, there's not much going on. So it's they should just be pushed. I don't know what the deal is, if there's something going on there that is preventing this team from reaching their potential, I guess. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if they're trying to find their groove. So if they split them up, I don't know. They're very similar. They're just both very athletic.
That's true. But it's true what you said there too, because you look at all the different federations that are bigger, all the tag team divisions are lacking.
Yeah, it's weird. You always have your top 2 or 3 that are the best, and then everyone else is kind of just chilling in this weird mid-card status. So the Revival working main event just makes me so sad. They should be pushed like the Young Bucks, where they're so cocky and talented, where they just keep winning and it annoys everyone. I feel like American Alpha should be on their way to the next tag. If the Usos are the champions and they're facing New Day at the pay-per-view, after that, can we just go for an American Alpha and Usos, or is it just too cold and no one really cares? It's
it would be a good match. It would be a good feud no matter what. So just go with it. Try something new.
Yeah, I feel like American Alpha just, hey, here's 20 minutes, go have a really good match, and that's what would get them over, because that's what happened in NXT. They weren't super clicking until Gable started going ready, willing, and Gable.
Oh, I used to love that.
He didn't even mention it at all today. He didn't say it. He didn't have the towel. Nothing. So
he hasn't said it since JBL called him out.
Exactly. So it's that's kind of a good thing. It was getting a little ridiculous, but it's okay. But maybe once in a while, bring it back. If you were smart enough to have that in the promo back in NXT and to make that your thing, he can create more things. Maybe he's better on the mic than we thought. You know what I mean? I feel like Gable is better on the mic than Jason Jordan.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He was the mouthpiece, so I guess we'll see. I want to see them together, but hey, Chad Gable looking very promising, and AJ Styles thought so, because after the match, AJ picks him up, shakes his head up and down the approval from the veteran of the ring. I need to see more of Chad Gable, maybe different ring gear. And maybe cut his hair, but then he'll look like everyone else, I guess.
Just change your entire character.
Yeah, change everything. You know what? You're really good, but yeah, change everything. No, I'm a fan. I don't know if it's just me, but I think he's lit, Dave. He's lit. Speaking of lit, though, Mojo Raleigh is backstage. He is staying
looking all
hype.
sad.
Yeah, he's looking a little down, Dave. He's looking a little blue. But he's got his Hype Rose t-shirt in his luggage there, but he like closes it because he's not wearing that tonight. Oh no. But Zack Ryder walks into the room. He says, "Hey, bro, I got us both in to the Battle Royal tonight for the US contendership." And Mojo Raleigh, in his best acting efforts, like legit, I'm not being an ass.
No.
He goes, "Well, you know, that's a bad idea. Because I won the WrestleMania Andre the Battle Royal thing." And he says, "It's all okay. We're going to be bros in it. It's going to be fine." So I thought that was really good.
No, yeah.
He got really serious and scary for like 2.5 seconds. Yeah. And I was like, whoa.
I wrote down Mojo seems to be improving and finding his character. So it was like it did come across very well.
Yeah, let's not go crazy and say Mojo deserves like a Golden Globe or anything. But like I was like, hey, whoa, Mojo gonna like go heel on Zack Ryder? Because he looked kind of like Mojo Raleigh is not tiny either. So like if he were to if Mojo Raleigh were to like just get crazy, like he's jacked, but like get crazy jacked, he'd be scary. And I feel like that I kind of now want to see. Is that weird? Like I used to shit on this guy on What's Next all the time.
I remember.
I always used to say though I like him, but I don't like his wrestling because he just wasn't there yet. And I still feel like he needs work, but like I instantly am drawn to him as a character. So if Mojo Raleigh is all of a sudden a scary like heel where he's like, I'm big and strong and I will just beat you up, that works for me. And it did foreshadow to later on in the Battle Royal, but heel Mojo Raleigh is something I didn't think I wanted to see, and now I might want to, so.
Oh, yes, me too. And he does the pounce. I love that move.
The pounce, period. Oh, man, I miss Monty Brown.
I know, right?
I work at the Fight Network. We air a lot of TNA now that we own it. And I just watched so much of Monty Brown. He was so good. Yeah. He was good in ring, and his promos were lit. So, Mojo Raleigh, the next Monty Brown. It's going to happen because, you know, I stay hyped, Dave.
I know you do, baby.
Okay, so up next, Carmella and James Ellsworth come down to the ring. Now,
I love the Carmella-bration.
The Carmella-bration. James Ellsworth, the first thing that comes out of his mouth tonight, I'm canceling Independence Day. And I just bursted out laughing. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. He says, because the Carmella-bration is more important. He goes, let me introduce to you the first only, the second only, and the ever only Miss Money in the Bank, Carmella.
Well done.
James Ellsworth.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I don't get to talk about this guy because I'm never on this show. So can we talk about James Ellsworth, Dave?
Go.
This guy is amazing at this role. It's like he was this jobber he was a no one, and because of like some stupid line about the fighting hands with the fighting chance or whatever.
Yeah, as long as I got two fists, I got a fighting chance.
And this guy has just gotten so. Oh my god! Like I can't believe. I love this character. Like, he's so easy to hate, right? Like, the way he's dressed with the Carmella character. And, hey, Carmella, I rated worst wrestler of, like, some year, like, last year or 2 years ago. I think she's getting most improved. I instantly hate her.
Yeah. No, and I was the same way. I crapped all over him, or I crapped all over the idea of him becoming a heel because I thought, well, you're going to kill this babyface character, which is great. But it's 100 times better now.
I don't even know what it is. I just love this. And I hated Carmella. I wasn't super huge on Ellsworth before, but I actually didn't mind him with the AJ Styles Dean stuff. But this is so funny to me. It's so cool. Like, I just want to, like, James Ellsworth, like, came from nothing and somehow he's in the WWE, like, living his dream, man. So, like, go you, man. Like, for real. Dave, you want to talk about never giving up and going for your dreams? James Ellsworth is that guy. Good on him.
Living proof.
For real. Like, he's so funny. He's so funny looking in this outfit. Oh, man. So this is going to make me upset from what transpires later in this promo, because now I'm not going to see James Ellsworth. Carmella grabs the microphone. Again, most improved 2017. Juice Robinson or Carmella. That's who my picks are.
Nice.
She says, just like the Rolling Stones say, you can't always get what you want. Unless your name is Carmella, I always get what I want. Love it. Love it. Naomi comes out. Dave, her belt is lit.
Yeah.
Literally, it's actually lit. It has LED lights just like my living room that I'm sitting in right now. The bracement. Yeah. I've got LED lights all over, Dave. Sets the mood. Just like Carmella's belt here.
I didn't think that her entrance could get more annoying to me, but she's proven me wrong.
I feel like I'm in a rave every time she comes out. I feel like I need to go. I don't even know.
The title looks like it was bought at Walmart.
Oh, man. I like it. I like it. It's so super funny. It adds to the character, I guess. The fact that the WWE logo in the middle lights up different colors.
Yeah.
Fades different colors. It's amazing. It's just wonderful. Naomi says that I ain't shook nor scared, because she stays woke, Dave. James Ellsworthless is something she throws at James Ellsworth. I thought that was pretty punny.
Mm-hmm.
John Pollock would like that.
Yes.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan comes out. And Daniel Bryan, he's the general manager, and he gets the biggest pop of the night. I swear, the crowd goes crazy for this guy. The yes chants are still over. That's crazy. It's just nuts.
I couldn't believe how much the crowd still loves this guy.
Every single person is doing the yes chant still. It's insane. Yeah. It's amazing. Good on him. Dave, do you follow Daniel Bryan on Twitter?
I might. I don't know right off.
Okay, well, Daniel Bryan went on Twitter. And he congratulated the new Ring of Honor World Champion, Cody Rhodes. Sorry.
Oh, yes. I did see that, yeah.
Sorry, Cody.
The
Ring of Honor World Champion. And Daniel Bryan said, hey, if you happen to hold on to that title for X amount of days, I will gladly take it from you on this date in 2018. Yeah. And the date is when his WWE contract is up. Dave, do you think we're going to see Daniel Bryan wrestle ever again after WWE? Do you think he's going to jump ship and wrestle, even though they say, hey, maybe you shouldn't wrestle?
I think we've got a really good chance of it happening. I don't think he should. If you've gotten that many concussions, but if that's what you want and that's your dream and you want to live your dream to the fullest, then all the power to you. That's great. But after having so many doctors say no. Well, I guess he had so many doctors saying you could too.
Yes, that's where he's kind of torn, because it's WWE doctors that are saying don't, right, or something like that.
Yeah, they might just be covering their butts for insurance purposes.
Dave,
and
that. he is a new father though.
Yes,
you are a father. Would you try to risk your well-being?
I'd like to say no.
However, this guy really loves wrestling, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put all that aside, though, Dave. Say Daniel Bryan shows up at Ring of Honor or New Japan. Who would you want to see him face? What would be the match you go, hey, I got to go watch this pay-per-view tonight? Daniel Bryan versus who, Dave? Who would you want to watch?
Omega?
Oh, that's easy, though. Oh, Omega, Okada. I mean, he wanted Nakamura, and now Nakamura is in WWE, and he can't wrestle him. It's so heartbreaking.
CJ Parker?
The Juice? Yeah. The Juice. He's amazing. He's improved. I'm telling you, most improved.
How about you?
I'd like to see Daniel Bryan. I always wanted to see Daniel Bryan versus Kurt Angle. They're both in WWE. They both can't wrestle each other. It's insane. It's heartbreaking. That was always a match I wanted to see. I was talking about dream matches with Jason yesterday on Review-A-Raw, actually. So Daniel Bryan, Daniel Bryan versus Cody Rhodes outside of WWE in 2018 sounds pretty good. Daniel Bryan wrestling mostly anybody sounds good. It's just, should he be doing it is the thing. So yeah, man, Daniel Bryan, Omega, Daniel Bryan. There's just so many people. I mean, that'd be crazy, Dave. But it's unfortunately not going to happen.
No.
Back to reality. Daniel Bryan is the SmackDown general manager. It's not as exciting. He says, "Shut up, James." He says that he's bearing him barring him from the arena. He's bearing him. He says
it was a long show.
Yeah, I'm not used to that. I do NXT every week. It's 1 hour, Dave.
Yeah,
it's 1 hour soaking wet, like with commercials and shit. So doing these shows a little longer. I thought this was a great episode. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He says, "Shut up, James," and it literally made me laugh because it's like, man, that's so funny. He bans him from the arena. Then he fines him $10,000. He also says, "You are suspended without pay for 30 days. And if you don't follow these rules, I'm stripping Carmella of her money in the bank." Carmella hears that, grabs his hand and says, "Let's go. You're leaving the building. You're leaving."
That was a nice touch.
So, James Ellsworth is suspended for 30 days. What happens now, Dave? I don't watch SmackDown for 30 days? Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah, just listen to the reviews.
Fair. I feel like James Ellsworth is gonna like ticket outside the. He's just gonna be outside, like the Jericho thing where Jericho was like always outside the arena and like
the conspiracy.
Yeah, with the signs and stuff like that. Ellsworth should do that. Like take Daniel Bryan to court or something. Like
he'd just be outside every show with a big sign. I thought that great idea.
Carmella and James Ellsworth, when he grabbed the briefcase for her at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, it got them a lot of heat because of it's like a man won the match sort of thing, right?
Yes.
However, then they did the rematch 2 weeks later, and Carmella won again last week, and she's still the champion. That's what she's saying. Like, no, you can't stop me because I still win. Right. I think that was so good because they got so much heat for it online. Mm-hmm. Like on Twitter and stuff like that, people would be like, "Oh, like it was a man that won," and in a way, I at first I kind of was the same way. I was like, "Oh, that's kind of like if she's gonna win it, she should have just won it." Like he could.
Yeah, me as well.
However, like she's a heel, and she's like she's real nasty right now. Like she's a bitch right now. That's her character. So to do the heel thing is to do that and get so much heat. So it makes sense. And think kayfabe, and like that makes sense. It makes you hate. Like she's really good at that. She's so good at making you actually hate her. Just looking at her, you're like, wow. Like she's very attractive. Yes, she's beautiful, but she's so like the way she dresses, the way she makes Ellsworth dress. Like you hate those kinds of people sometimes. So it's just so funny that it's working so well. Again, most improved Carmella. This whole character is just really funny and fantastic. How you doing? She doesn't even say that anymore.
No.
Hey, maybe her and her man, Big Cass, Colin Cassidy, will get together and be heels together. But I like Ellsworth. Ellsworth is fantastic. Okay. Naomi stays in the ring because up next we are getting a championship rematch for the women's title.
Yeah, like how many times are they going to do this match?
Well, Dave, funny you should ask that because it happens all in about 3 seconds. Now the match starts. Lana comes out. Yeah. Lana. I don't like this. They ruined Lana for me.
They really did.
I don't know. Is that just me? Like I liked her with Rusev, but I don't care about this at all. Naomi does a sunset flip right in the beginning of the match and turns it into her submission move, locking the arms and the head, and instantly Lana taps out. Naomi retains. Tamina comes out after the match and helps Lana up. She says, "Come on, get up," and then walks her back and stares down Naomi. So Naomi's former friend and partner, Tamina, now helping Lana. Are you interested in any of this?
No.
It's weird though.
The one thing that I thought was funny though was like as soon as Lana's coming down to the ring, I start writing down this tirade about how can you do this 3 title shots in a row? This is ridiculous. Can't believe they're actually doing this again. And as I'm writing this down, the bell rings and
it's over. Yeah.
Oh, it's over. And then they showed the replay, and that little transition that she did.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It looked so smooth, crisp, and just gorgeous.
Hey, Tamina. Naomi is awesome. She's talking about improvement. Like she has definitely improved over the past few years. So I'm not saying I'm not interested in her. It's just like the Lana thing. I wasn't really into that, but it's a good holdover. But now, who do we have Naomi go again? Like, what's next for Naomi? Because is it Tamina now? That's not that exciting.
No, it's not. And like with the the Money in the Bank women's match happening, it kind of has taken one more person out of the mix. Like Carmella's not going to be challenging for the title. She'll be cashing in, right? So you can't really start a feud with her. And seriously. Who are you going to go with?
Yeah, we need to have Becky feud with Carmella, or maybe even Ellsworth. Do your like Ellsworth versus Becky or something. I feel like as much as
that would be a great match.
They stay away from the male on female competition. Like they usually don't. Like they've done it in the past, Jericho and Christian and Trish and Lita and stuff, but they haven't done it in a long time. And it's very popular in the indies right now to do that, right? Yeah. Or at least it was for a little bit. It still is, and I don't know if I have a problem with that. Just WWE doesn't go that route, obviously, right? We do not see that. However, do you think they make an exception and have Becky versus Ellsworth? Because that just sounds like it'd be pretty good. The crowd would be insane.
That'd be money. That'd be money.
Yeah.
And it's James Ellsworth, for crying out loud.
It'd be comedy. It'd be comedy, right?
Yeah.
It'd be him, getting beat up by Becky, and then he just taps out. And
how good would that be? Oh, man, that'd be a great match. So
it's like, I'm kind of interested in that. I think, take my money. Let's have that as a match. But he's suspended for 30 days, or so we think. So we'll find out if that happens. But yeah, I'd watch that match. I'm in.
Me too.
But Naomi right now, she will be on Talking Smack. We can run that down quickly after. And she does mention who she has her eyes set on. We go to Nakamura backstage. And the interviewer is like, hey, you afraid of Baron Corbin? You said Baron Corbin is afraid of you. I'm Baron Corbin. And out of nowhere, Baron Corbin attacks him.
I was in heaven with this one. This is great.
Yeah, Dave,
Baron
take
Corbin
over.
And Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, take over this.
It.
Yeah, go. Bartender Dave's favorite wrestler is Baron Corbin. Since his beginning on NXT and Bartender Dave being on What's Next, Bartender Dave and me have had this rivalry where I say I hate Baron Corbin and his stupid belly button, and Bartender Dave would laugh and say he's the best, he's the future, blah blah blah, and then Baron Corbin won the I can't ever pronounce it. It's too many words.
Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal?
Yes, he won that, and Bartender Dave, you were livid. You loved it. You were
that was fantastic.
You were smitten. Then Baron Corbin wins Money in the Bank, and Bartender Dave rubs it in my face yet again. So, Bartender Dave, how many Baron Corbin shirts do you have? Just one?
3.
You actually have 3 Baron Corbin. He has 3 shirts.
Yes, he does. Actually, 4 if you count the Black Craft Culture one.
Hey, Black Craft Cult. I bought a sweater off of them because a lot of their wrestlers wear them in their stuff, and I think they have some pretty cool stuff. I went on their website, and I loved the design, and I bought a T-shirt, a hat, and a hoodie from them. So free shout-out to them because I know you bought stuff from them.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
And I've seen you in it, and I'm like, man, this looks badass. The one with the wolf is the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah, with the upside-down cross on the forehead.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet. So, check them out. But, Baron Corbin attacks Nakamura, your favorite wrestler, attacking everyone else's favorite wrestler, maybe. Once used to be. Now he's just the artist. So this is the match we're getting, I think, at Battleground, obviously, is Baron Corbin versus Nakamura. Dave, your boy Baron Corbin, I have to say, is getting knocked out.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that one.
Do you think Baron Corbin takes the Kinshasa clean and loses?
Yeah.
He's got the briefcase, so he doesn't need to do much right now. Yeah.
No, I totally agree with you. I'd love to see him destroy Nakamura, and I love Nakamura. Yes, of course. I've got a bunch of his merch too, but I can't see Corbin winning this match. And like you said, he doesn't really need it.
Well, Corbin attacks him and says, "Does it look like I'm afraid of you?" and walks off. So that's all we see of them tonight. So, which is I wanted to see some more Nakamura. I want to see my boy.
Yeah, I know. I get a chance to do SmackDown Live, and this is all I get of Baron.
No, we get a chance. Me and you get a chance to do SmackDown Live, and all we are is talking about the same NXT people we used to talk about.
That's true, eh?
By the way, what's next? Every Thursday, liveaudiowrestling.com and on iTunes. Cheap plug, Dave. Cheap plug. Okay, so John Cena versus Rusev in a flag match has been announced for Battleground. Dave, are you excited?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I want to see this. I want to see Cena back. This doesn't really do too much, but it's a holding pattern, I think. For
well, yeah,
Cena.
and I've been I've always liked Rusev's work and his character and everything, and I like his new haircut, so I'm excited to see it. He looks a lot better with his haircut.
Yeah, he looks better. He looks even like more in shape. Like he looks. Yeah, I don't know. He looks jacked. Same way. Yeah. He keeps improving and evolving, which is good for wrestling. So.
Oh, without a doubt. You don't want it to get stale. It gets boring. It's blah. Let's do this.
Okay, Dave. Now let's get to
main event time.
Possibly the best segment of 2017.
Really?
Possibly my favorite. Personal. I'll rephrase. My favorite segment of 2017 thus far.
Well, let me tell you right now, all I know about rap battles I learned from 8 Mile, so I'll let you feel this one.
Yes, 8 Mile. Man, those rap battles in that movie are like legendary.
Yeah.
Eminem killing him.
Mom Spaghetti.
Mom Spaghetti, but he's nervous, and he keeps Mom Spaghetti, Mom Spaghetti. You ever heard that version? Check it out. It's hilarious. No. They just swap in Mom Spaghetti for everything. Yes, 8 Mile as the Caucasian male from Milton, Ontario, knows about hip-hop. No, welcome to SmackDown Live, a.k.a. 106 in Park on... No, Wale, who is a
What the hell is going on right now?
Someone somewhere got what I was saying. Wale, who is a Grammy-nominated hip-hop artist, is here to be the judge here, the officiator of this rap battle. And Daniel Bryan mentions this later on in Talking Smack, but I also wrote this down. Whenever a celebrity comes into wrestling, you can tell if they like wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell if they know what's going on, and you can tell very easily. However, Wale, this dude loves wrestling.
Like, loves it.
Oh, boy, this guy. I mean, Wale Mania, man. I want to interview Wale. I need to have Wale on a show. So John and Wai, make that happen, please. Court Bauer, please. I would love to interview Wale, because he loves, like, I would just talk about wrestling with him all day. He is a cool dude.
I thought he stole this whole segment too. He was great.
Really good. He was so good. He was
the biggest personality in the whole ring.
He's boys with Big E, because I've heard Big E on one of his mixtapes. Like does an intro or something. He has wrestling songs. Look up Wale doing like the Sasha Banks like theme thing. Oh, it's so good. Check it out. Amazing. So Wale. He introduces the Usos out first, and they come out with their goon squad, coming out with everyone in their hoods and their all black everything. You know,
they looked great. I thought it looked really good.
It did. They looked like big badasses. And then New Day comes out with their Independence Day gear. Stars and stripes
and the rosebuds.
Yeah. They found the rosebuds. Wow, the rosebuds. Throwback. Oh my God. Yeah, pretty much. Braun Strowman was not part of this time though.
No.
Always remember that, Braun Strowman.
Yeah, and the one what was the Aiden English's partner was one of them too.
Yeah. All like a bunch of the women's wrestlers as well. So the Rosebuds are here with the New Day. JBL says, and I quote, "I have all the Wally songs on 8-track." JBL's favorite Wale song is PYT by Wale. Check it out. I guarantee you that's JBL's favorite. Wale says, all bars and all stars, so please keep it PG. There is no room for violence here. So Wale is making it very clear that if there is any physical, altercations here, you will be disqualified.
Yeah.
From the rap. It's a rap battle. It's not a battle. It's a rap battle. So there's no violence. And that's true. Like, King of the Dot is a very popular rap battle scene here in Toronto. Drake has been there once or twice. So many rap battle. I had no idea, but like rap battle is still pretty popular. And King of the Dot is here in Toronto. And I've never been to a show. I know Wai has, and I was supposed to go with him, and I didn't go, and I forever regret it because I need to go to one of these shows. And they actually, like, all they do is rap battle. However, they usually don't keep it PG. But neither did the Usos here tonight. And we will get to that. So we get into the rap battle here. And I'm not going to go bar for bar, but this, Dave, it was lit.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Usos were great. They had my favorite line of the whole night.
Okay, well, I already think I know what that is, Dave. Well.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Okay, so I didn't write down bar for bar, but sure. So Big E says a bunch of things, and he brings up Rikishi and says that even Rikishi knows that New Day rocks. So that was the big burn there, Dave. I would say it wasn't a first. The first strike of the rap battle wasn't too successul for Big E.
Oh,
However,
God, no.
The Usos take advantage here. I'll call it like a wrestling match, eh?
Yeah,
the Usos take advantage. And the Usos say, well, Big E's got double D's, and Kofi looks like whoopee. I thought that was very funny. Then they say, hey, Big E, is that a chest or a breast?
Oh, dude, you left out my favorite line.
Oh, what's your favorite line?
He said, and then Kofi looks like whoopee, and then he says to Xavier, "You say you're 5'5", but you're really 5'3".
Dave, I think your favorite line is probably just like hidden away because it was overshadowed by the line that everyone is talking about, and in fact, you can't even find it on their Twitter because they took it out of the clip, but. The clip, the final blow. For me in this rap battle, you want to talk about something being lit here, Dave? So he goes. Big E says, "What does he say?" He says, "Big E, is that a chest or a breast? But we need to keep it PG. If you know what's good, don't get all rated R." No.
Yeah.
Big E, we need to keep it PG. If you know what's good. Don't get all rated R, unlike your boy Xavier Woods. Oh my goodness! And Wale's reaction, Wale just corpses drops down. It's like, oh! I can hear Funkmaster Flex dropping bombs on his radio show right now. Holy cow, Dave! They mentioned it. They sort of mentioned it. They mentioned the videos.
I did not see that coming at all.
Oh my God! He ethered him, Dave. He ethered him. How is Xavier Woods supposed to bounce back in a rap battle like this? Oh my God!
I can't see it happening.
It's like Rabbit in 8 Mile, Dave. He just, oh God. Oh my goodness. Anyways, Xavier does try to bounce back from this. The rap battle. Xavier Woods bounces back. He's sweating. What happens next? Xavier Woods kind of drops the ball.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Wale's like, stop it. Wale is so good at this. He's dropping everywhere. Instead of Xavier Woods replying, Kofi Kingston grabs the mic in honor of his friend to defend him. He says, your name is Jimmy and Jay Uso, but your name is Jim, but you never go to the gym.
Yeah.
And you, well, you're his twin. Kofi Kingston, You ain't got no bars, son. You ain't got no bars. You're like a crappy college town. No bars. Damn.
Yeah, and then he goes off on him about dropping out of college, and then calls a stop sign a hexagon when it's an octagon.
Then they say that you wrestle in T-shirts. Kofi Kingston was really not good here until he goes, "You're like the Weenie Doo." Oh, y'all don't know about the Weenie Doo? Oh, y'all don't know about the Weenie Doo. Well, guess what? You are a Weenie Doo. Kofi Kingston must have been listening to me and Jason Agnew talking about the fupa on a review of Raw, because a Weenie Doo is when your gut hang out more than your weenie do. Very ridiculous. The crowd seemed to love it, as there was a Weenie Doo chant here. But then for me, this is where the Usos gained advantage once again in this matchup. Amon, you Kofi Kingston, you were Jamaican, but you were Jamaican. Oh, the Usos drop another bomb. Oh my God. They also mentioned the only way you were going to win this rap battle is by getting a New Day member, and they point at Wale. Yeah. And this whole time, Wale's like, I'm impartial. Guys, I'm impartial. So Xavier, he finally grabs the microphone. He's heard enough. He's been burned too badly. He needs some ointment or some sort of, something for his pain, Dave. He's burned. Mm-hmm. Xavier says, "You guys look like recently divorced dads. And something, if you see us, you were nothing until your wife put you on Total Divas." Which I thought was a pretty good burn. Yeah, I thought that was a good one. I thought it was a good one. "You wore face paint like you were Romans. Sorry, we don't use our cell phones overseas when it's Roman. You should stick to carrying bags. Romans." Oh, and then he fake Superman punches Kofi Kingston, and Kofi sells it amazingly. I thought that was very funny, but this was just too much to bear for the Usos, and they viciously attack Xavier Woods and the New Day. The posse start brawling. Wale loses his shoe, Dave.
Yeah, I thought that was great.
In the most extreme moment of this battle, Wale has lost his shoe.
You made me lose my kick.
You made him lose his kicks, Dave. They're probably like Yeezys or something.
That's why they got disqualified.
So they were disqualified. So technically, the New Day wins this because it was a DQ, Dave. You cannot attack your opponent in a rap battle. Like, I cannot stress this enough. I'm sure Tupac wanted to fight and be crazy physical and maybe, use weapons against Biggie, but he did not. Some could say the opposite for Biggie and Tupac.
Hey,
whatever.
Kept it PG.
Yeah. Jay-Z never attacked Nas. You cannot attack them. It's a rap battle. You have to save the real wrestling for the pay-per-view at Battleground, as the New Day will take on the Usos for the tag team championships. This was so funny. I did not do it justice. Go watch this. It's so great. Usually celebrity involvement is not too much. Hey, half of you people might not even know who Wale is, but he is a rapper, and like he didn't even steal the shine from this. I didn't think. Yeah, he added to it, and that is what these people should do. They shouldn't take it away from the wrestlers or the segment. He added to it, which was really funny. So even if you don't like rap battles and all this stuff, it's just so funny to see this. And in fact, the fact that they bring up the Xavier Woods thing is just so funny. They need to kind of push themselves a little bit. WWE, speaking of, like, they need to be this kind of, sure, it's PG, right? Like, what did he say? He said, "Oh, you need to stop being R-rated, like Xavier Woods." He really didn't say anything that's that bad. He's just alluding to it. You know what I mean? He's kind of bringing it up, if you know what he's talking about. I'm sure that went over a lot of kids' heads. Maybe.
Yeah, it's more for the smart fan.
Yeah, so I just find that they need to do that kind of stuff more often. Push it a little bit. Like, when you watch the WWE Network with that, like, Bring It to the Table show, or any of those, like, podcast shows, or even Edge and Christian, stuff like that, they break it, the fourth wall sometimes. You know what I mean? Right. They let you in on things. They know you're not stupid. They know you have Twitter. Most likely, if you're listening to us, you know what's going on. So it's like they don't try to play you stupid, because WWE usually does. They try to play like they don't know what's going on. So I thought that was really funny, bringing that into the joke. I'm sure Xavier was cool with it. Unfortunate, I'm sure Paige doesn't like them bringing it up, but whatever. It's what it is, and it's hilarious. I thought it was very funny, and like, for someone who I do watch King of the Dot rap battles. I do watch 106 in Park sometimes for the rap battles, and this was really funny to see this this way in a segment. I thought it was very funny, and hey, I miss the old John Cena rap battles.
Oh, those were great.
Like, those were really funny back in the day. So it's kind of like
B squared behind him.
Oh, B squared, man. Or Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
My name is Kurt Angle. What the heck? I won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Yeah. I enjoyed this. I thought the Usos style was way more smooth and natural. And like I said before, Wale was my favorite personality in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, like, Wale, low key, just was really great here. His reactions were like memeable. Like, I can already see, like, he was doing like those faces, like the bomb dropping, all that stuff. Again, segment of the year. It was, what was it, Dave?
Lit.
It was lit. Also, remember that time? Like, technically, the New Day won this rap battle, but between me and you, do you think the Usos won the rap battle?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I mean, that just their lines alone were way better, right?
Oh yeah, they won it with the Kofi, Jafakin, everything. It was beautifully done.
They killed them. However, remember and never forget, Dave. Bo Rida defeating Flo Rida in a battle rap. Just remember.
Oh my God!
Just in case anyone ever forgot about that, Bo Rida defeated Flo Rida. Never forget, Dave. Never forget.
Oh my God, I totally did.
Now a member of the Miztourage.
Yeah, exactly right.
Okay, up next. It took the air out of the room for me on this episode. Aiden English. He's in the ring and he says he's the Shakespeare of song and the Mozart of melody. He's singing.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Please do. Take this over.
Before even that happened, Titus O'Neil announced that Titus International takes over 205 Live. So I think we've decided to pass on 205 Live, haven't we?
Yes. When John and Wai were like, "Hey, can you fill in for us?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I would love to. That sounds great." People will send me lovely hate tweets, and they're like, "Hey, just for like so you know, you don't have to do 205. It probably won't be a good episode anyways." I'm like, "Fair." And well, Dave, I opted out of 205 Live. I'm sorry. I honestly, like, my real reason, I wanted to watch the rest of the G1 Long Beach show, night 2. I was kind of behind, and it was either watch that or watch 205 Live. So, Dave, what would you rather watch?
Oh, Lindsay Dorado.
Oh, hey, I like all the 205 guys. 205 guys. I like those guys. Just like, come on. Do you need to watch Did you watch the Long Beach shows?
No.
Oh,
no.
Man. I just watched the Kenny Omega and Ishii match. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Agnew was asleep last night, and my living room is underneath. Like, I'm in his basement, and I rent out his basement, and my living room is underneath, and I was watching that match, and I try to keep the volume. If I know he's, like, gone to sleep, I can tell when he's went to sleep. I try to keep it down, you know, I turn the volume down on my TV, but there's this spot where Kenny Omega does a move off the apron through a table, and I yelled, I screamed, I'm pretty sure I woke him up. Just scream. Kenny Omega is one of the best wrestlers alive. Holy cow. I love that show so much. Go watch it. I'm sure everyone listening has watched it. Go watch it, Dave. What are you doing?
Okay, I will. I'm sorry. Jesus.
You watch New Japan sometimes.
Yes, I do.
When I tell
Did you notice how Aiden English was introduced?
As
the opera. Please welcome the operatic melodious voice of Aiden English. So it's just his voice that was introduced, not him.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of odd.
This character is odd, man. Like, when he was doing this before the Vaudevillains in NXT, and we watched it, and he was doing the singing thing. He was called the artist, Aiden English, which worked. Actually, a little thing about him, his tights have that painting. What is the Vincent van Gogh, like the moon? Did you notice?
Starry Night.
Yeah. Starry, like, his tights are that. So it goes with the artist, Aiden English. However, the artist, Aiden English, is no match for the artist, Shinsuke Nakamura. So he probably can't use that name anymore. Aiden English, he was paired because that character did not work in NXT. He was then paired with Simon Gotch, and they became the Vaudevillains, and he kind of adopted Simon Gotch's gimmick. And then now Simon Gotch is gone from WWE, and they've just gone back to being the artist. But, I don't know if it's going to work for him. Are you a fan of this?
No, not in the least bit. I was so happy to hear Orton's music.
Yes, he got like 2 bars in of singing, and Randy Orton's music hits, so I thought that was great. Randy Orton comes out, does his poses, and English gets on the mic and says, "Are you finished? I wasn't done," and hits Randy with the microphone. So he starts attacking Randy Orton, which it woke me up. They needed something after that rap battle. The crowd was kind of now like, hey, you got to keep our attention, because that was amazing, and now we have Aiden English. So he is attacking Randy Orton, and he throws Randy Orton to the steel steps. Like, he's actually like viciously attacking him. However, we get back in, go to break. Randy Orton hits a power slam. Orton just gets mad and beats the fuck out of him. He hits. Yeah,
it was a real odd commercial cut too.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
Really oddly placed, and then it came back and it was all backwards, and it was. I just
SmackDown Live fixing the kinks. still.
Well, I guess they might have had something because they do a picture-in-picture, right, during the commercial?
Yeah. It was weird. So that happens. Randy Orton hits his back suplex on the announce desk like that he's been doing. Remember when he did it to one of the Singh brothers and damn near killed that kid?
Yeah, that was amazing.
I've watched that clip so many times where he backdrops one of them onto the announce table and he knows he hurt him and he's like, ooh, oops.
Yeah.
Ooh,
well, Aiden English had some real nice welts on the left side of his body, too, from that.
It's crazy. So Orton hits his draping DDT on the outside from the desk. He then hits Aiden English with the steps and gets DQ'd. So 2 back-to-back matches ending in DQ, Dave. First a rap battle, then a wrestling match. He throws Aiden English into the ring, hits the RKO, damn near kills him. Jinder Mahal comes out, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He says, if I could, I would put all of you inside a Punjabi prison, and I would beat tolerance into you. I have to point out that Jinder Mahal is one of the best dressed WWE champions.
He looks great.
He looks like a champion, especially with the Singh brothers behind him on either side. It just looks really good. He dresses like a champion.
Yeah, and he's come a long way, and he looks more and more like a formidable champion, like someone that actually should be there. And like you said, with the Singhs there, it looks great. And just going back, that RKO,
it looked like
it was textbook beautiful, like just amazing. Loved it.
Yeah, Randy Orton hitting the RKO on anyone who can sell an actual move, it always looks good. It's one of my favorite wrestling moves.
Oh yeah, it's so nice.
Like Dave, you have kids.
Yes.
You're going on vacation. You're going to go to the lake or maybe a pool in the summertime. You've seen the video of Randy Orton hitting the RKO on his own kid?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I don't think I speak for myself. Whenever there's summertime and either it be a lake, ocean, or a pool, wrestling moves come into play.
Oh, amen to that.
You have kids, so
man.
What, like you're hitting RKOs, you hitting choke slams. What are you hitting in your? Have you ever done like as in the Slammiversary match, the final deletion style, Jeremy Borash against Josh Matthews, and their things. JB hits a swanton out of the pool into the pool onto Josh Matthews. Have you ever done anything crazy like that, Dave? Onto your kids? Have you ever choke slammed or power bomb? I've razored my friend Shane. He's got no legs, right?
Right.
So one time I was outside of the pool and I razored at like Razor Ramon's power bomb into the pool. His back was so red.
Nice. Yeah, I do. I've done last ride.
On your kids, just like you finally get
Dustin asked me to do it.
Yeah. Good. Power bombs are the way to go, but RKOs once in a while, you just can literally do it out of nowhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So love it. So Jinder Mahal says, "I am the modern day Maharaja." And then this is when Randy Orton gets mad and says, "I will RKO your ass back to India."
Yeah, I thought Randy was on fire tonight. He was firing on all cylinders. I thought he did a really good job throughout the whole segment.
He says, "Today's Independence Day, and you say no one likes you because where you're from and what you look like. But that's not true. Nobody likes you because you're a jackass." And drops the mic. Ooh.
He should have been in the rap battle.
Randy Orton in a rap battle. I feel like Randy Orton is like when Randy Orton started doing the RKO out of nowhere thing, like when that became a meme and that blew up, that helped Randy Orton become kind of like a superstar. Kind of like John Cena and Randy Orton were already superstars. But when you get memed and people outside of the wrestling world know who you are, I say you're a big name, right? So Randy Orton with these recent tweets and the, how he's against the dive and all that stuff, right? Headlocks, right?
Headlocks.
In a way, he's not wrong, but at the same time, I'm a big fan of the modern day style of wrestling with the high flying and all that stuff. I just feel like he needs to turn heel, and when he does, he needs to kind of use that kind of style character where he says a bunch of things against people and he's just a dick. He needs to kind of go that route because, like I said earlier, it's better when they start pushing, things like go just right to the edge of things they can and cannot say. I feel like Randy Orton would be a better, more, I don't know. Whenever he's a face, I feel he's just kind of there. and you're there for the RKO, and you know what I mean? That's about it. So if he were to turn heel, I feel like maybe he would be a little bit more interesting, especially with this whole dive headlock thing. I don't know. Where are you on that, Dave?
I agree with you. I think that he'd make a much better heel. Well,
we will see if he defeats Jinder Mahal in a Punjabi prison match. So that is actually happening. This match is happening. So
yeah, the third one now, right? This will be the third Punjabi prison match.
Yes. Have you watched the older ones?
Oh, back then, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I did.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I did too. It was. Yeah. Let's not talk about it.
No.
Something we should talk about. Ty Dillinger is backstage, and
we got a sighting.
Yeah, he still is employed by WWE. He is interviewed by Renee Young. Oh, wait a second, that's not Renee Young. It's Tyler Breeze in drag, dressed as he says, Tanae Young. Not Mike.
Nicely done.
Not Mike
Nicely done.
But Tanae Young. They're doing so. Tyler Breeze is dressed up like Renee, and he's pretending to be Renee, and he's interviewing Ty Dillinger, and Ty Dillinger laughs it off and goes along with it. Meanwhile, Fandango is dressed as like a construction worker / janitor in the background, trying to make it look like he's doing things as he secretly gets closer and closer to Ty Dillinger, almost like he's going to attack him or something. It's very Zoolander.
Yeah, it was so bad it was good. Loved
it. The fashion police thing, they have their own T-shirt, which kind of goes against their own fashion policing thing. But have you seen that board that they have, where it's got notes about everyone, and there's a picture of Sami Zayn on it, and it says "Too generic, needs mask."
Yeah,
and I thought that's just my favorite. It's so funny. I had to bring that up. So these two, they're interviewing Ty Dillinger. They basically say, you're in the Battle Royal tonight, and he says it doesn't matter because he's going to get rid of anyone, and he goes off to the ring. And before he does, he goes, "Hey, by the way, Tanae, you're a 10." Thought that was very funny. We go backstage, and it cuts to Renee Young. And she's
the
laughing.
Look on her face was fantastic.
The look on her face was amazing, so funny, so well done. She is with Maria and Mike Kanellis. Yes, I said those names right. Maria says, "Everybody just wants love, but not everybody gets love." It's very true. My whole life, Dave, I thought I was Marshall from How I Met Your Mother.
Never watched the show.
Oh, turns out I'm Ted. I'm just forever alone, Dave. Not everybody gets love, Dave.
I have faith.
They somehow fuck up the shot here. The camera cuts to the live crowd, and the crowd can still hear the promo but can't see it as well as us. But then it cuts back pretty right away, and as it does, it cuts to Sami Zayn in the background, and he accidentally trips and knocks something over. And he's like, "Oh, whoa! I didn't mean to do this again. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. Hey, by the way, I love your message. Power of love. Makes one man weep, makes another man sing." Huey Lewis in the News. So Sami Zayn's character he's supposed to be really annoying, right?
He's doing a good job.
He's doing a real good job. However, if you are a fan of the 1990s movie, I believe, American Psycho, Dave.
Yes.
Have you seen that movie, Christian Bale?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I got to return some videotapes, all that whole thing. His character in that movie, Christian Bale's character, has a fascination with Huey Lewis and the News, and I feel like Sami Zayn was tapping that character here, mentioning it and going into that weird thing until he got cut off, and he goes, "Oh, I gotta go to the ring." So I just wonder, are they gonna imagine an American Psycho gimmick with Sami Zayn? Would that work?
I think that would work really well, actually.
I don't know.
He looks like the type of guy that could be a psycho. No offense, Sami.
Yeah, no offense, Sami Zayn, but is he low key a serial killer? Is he bringing people? Is he bringing Jared Leto back to his apartment and putting down plastic bags everywhere and then chopping him up with an axe? Is that what he's gonna do to Mike Kanellis? What? That's so weird. I get it. He's supposed to be annoying, but I guess I don't know. It's so weird. I just really want to go watch that movie right now.
Yeah. I thought JBL did a real good job saving that whole scene.
Saving
He's like, love was so powerful, it cut the cameras.
Yeah, exactly. The love. power couple, the couple of love, Dave. Maria Kanellis is one of my favorite divas of all time. I'll use that word because they used it when she was around, but she's just one of my favorites. I've always been fascinated with her. She's gotten so much better on the mic, and in fact, like, she's the mouthpiece for her husband, which is interesting. So I'm assuming we get to see these two go at it. Sami Zayn and Mike Kanellis is what they're calling him. I think we see that at Battleground. Possibly.
Yeah, possibly. Definitely that's the feud that they're teasing right now.
Yeah, and I feel like that would be Sammy's got a job out to Bennett there.
Yeah, and I've to tell you the truth, I don't think I've ever seen him wrestle. Mike Bennett.
Okay. In Ring of Honor, I was a big fan of him. He was in Ring of Honor, and then he had the Kingdom. They were okay, and then he went to Impact, and I can't really say I like his in-ring, but he never really improved for me. So I'm wondering if now's the time. In WWE, he kind of wrestles a WWE style. He's got his 5 moves and he kind of sticks to it. So I don't know. I hope to see good things from him. I think he is a good talent to have here on SmackDown Live, and we'll see where this goes. However, he wasn't in the Battle Royal, but Sami Zayn was, and that's what he was getting ready for. We go now to our main event, the real main event. Kevin Owens is on commentary for the Battle Royal tonight, and the winner will face Kevin Owens at Battleground for the United States Championship. We have AJ Styles, of course, winning his match earlier to be in this Battle Royal. Who did the Ascension beat to be able to be in this Battle Royal? Because they're just allowed to be in it?
Everybody's just scared of them, I guess, because they're such big...
They're such...
big guys.
So scary, Dave.
Next!
Yeah. Jason Jordan is in it, but Chad Gable's not.
No.
Sin Cara, Breezango, Luke Harper.
Oh, Jason Jordan was in it?
Yeah, Jason Jordan was in it.
Oh, man, I'm totally zoned out.
In gear that matched Chad Gable's, like, yellow mustard gear for whatever reason. It's Independence Day. Like, I know you put mustard on your dogs, but, like, why were they wearing that color? They're American Alpha, and it's, like, the 4th of July. Wear something American, maybe. I don't know. Now I'm just being nitpicky. Yeah. I like both those guys, but yeah, it was weird. Mustard, yellow. Someone tweeted it to me too, like, why are they wearing yellow? I don't understand. Luke Harper, Mojo Raleigh, Zack Ryder, Ty Dillinger, Eric Rowan, Dolph Ziggler, and The Ascension. I'm sure there's other people, but you don't care. Owens quickly is there to plug his new DVD, the Kevin Owens story. He tells Tom Phillips to shut up and says, Tom Phillips, you can never talk about my DVD ever again, because if you talk about my DVD, you will instantly make it not cool.
Nicely done. Very nicely done.
Kevin Owens is maybe the best on the stick in WWE right now. He's easily funny. Oh my God. Love it. Great heel. But the problem with these heels is, like, they make you laugh so much and you're supposed to hate them. But yeah, he's just a dick to Tom Phillips. In the ring here, Harper clotheslines Ziggler off the apron, eliminating him early on in the match. Poor Dolph Ziggler. Remember when he was world champ?
Nope.
Pepperidge Farms remembers. Fandango is eliminated and catches Breeze to stop that elimination from Rowan. So Rowan gets rid of Fandango and tosses Breeze, but Fandango's on the outside and catches him. And then they put Breeze back into the ring. He's like, haha, I'm back in. And Rowan just tosses him again. Rowan then tosses Sin Cara onto both of them, eliminating all of them. Owen says Mojo Raleigh only won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Wow, I said it that time.
Yeah, good
He
job.
says the only reason he won it was because of his football friend. True. Remember that?
Very true. Yeah,
Jinder Mahal was in that. He didn't win. Mojo Raleigh did. So just remember that. So they tease that, Mojo Raleigh could win this because he did win the last Battle Royal. Harper eliminates Connor and Mojo eliminates Harper. Ryder is behind him. They go face to face. The crowd is chanting woo, woo, woo. And Eric Rowan attacks them both. They team up and they dump Eric Rowan out of the Battle Royal. But then Mojo Raleigh tosses his former partner, Zack Ryder, and eliminates him from the Battle Royal. They didn't do full heel because it's just like, hey, it cut to him and he's like, hey, it's a Battle Royal. Every man for himself,
Yeah.
But what do you think? Do we see them like fight later on? Is that a heel turn coming? We mentioned.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, definitely. But the whole thing with that was Kevin Owens. He made that whole thing.
Yeah,
He's like, there you go, betraying his best friend like a coward, like a hypocrite.
Yes.
That is disgusting.
I have that here too. Owens loses it, being like, "How could he do that? That's his friend. How could you turn on your friend? Who does that to a friend?" Oh, so funny. Yes, very hypocritical of the United States champion Kevin Owens saying such things. However, Sami Zayn with a haluva kick eliminating Mojo Raleigh from the Battle Royal. When the dust settles and the smoke clears, we are left in the ring with Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, and the Perfect 10. We get the 10 punches on Sami Zayn in one corner. Then he walks over and does 10 stomps to AJ Styles. The crowd is really loving Ty Dillinger, by the way. I mentioned that the crowd is hot tonight. They really loved all three of these guys, but they were super hot for the 10 chants. He takes down his knee pad and he goes for the tiebreaker. And he's changed the tiebreaker since NXT days. So AJ Styles does the, what does he call it? The fire.
Ushigoroshi?
Yeah, the Ushigoroshi, which is the fireman's carry into the neck breaker over the knee of AJ Styles, and the tiebreaker was the same move, but so he switched it. He does a fireman carry into this like RKO into the same knee, so it's like a knee face buster kind of thing. It's a pretty cool move. So he hits it. He hits it on Sami Zayn, and then he picks up AJ Styles and he hits it on him as well. He tries to get rid of these guys over the top rope, but they both hang on, and Sami Zayn backdrops Dillinger to the outside, eliminating the Perfect 10, and the crowd did not like that. They were so upset that Ty Dillinger was eliminated. I feel like they liked him more than they liked Sami Zayn in this match. But that was very interesting. So I hope we see more of Ty Dillinger. I hope they don't just keep him on the Perfect 10 pre-show guy. Like, he deserves a little bit better than that. He improves week by week.
I see him as a mid-carder for life.
Yeah, listen, I'm not saying, hey, make him world champion next week, but like, put him in matches. He has good matches. Yeah. People like him. The 10.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan, but I don't see him going any farther.
Okay, fair. Owen says it doesn't matter who wins because Sami Zayn and AJ are left in this match because he's beaten both of them numerous times. Very true, but also not true. Sami Zayn hits his exploder into the corner on AJ. AJ ducks the haluva kick. And Sami is almost eliminated himself from trying to eliminate him with the haluva kick, but he's hanging on. Sami tries to suplex AJ Styles out of the ring to eliminate him. AJ Styles breaks out of it, ducks a punch, and hits the Pele kick, eliminating Sami Zayn, and AJ Styles wins the Battle Royal and the right to face Kevin Owens at Battleground for the US Championship. However, Owens almost instantly, the second the bell rings, runs in and attacks AJ Styles. AJ Styles fights back and goes for the Styles clash, but Kevin is a coward and runs away. Oh, man.
That he is.
What's happening, Dave?
Oh, my wife just opened up the front door.
Yo, what up, Dave's wife?
Braden says hi. No.
No sell.
She's not saying anything.
No sell. Jeez. I love you, Natalie.
He says he loves you.
Wow. Bartender Dave's wife making a run-in cameo appearance here. Yes. So AJ Styles standing tall here. We will see AJ against Kevin Owens in a rematch. I really liked their last match, but I knew it had to be stretched out for another rematch. Oh, sure. So what do you think? I think I'm more excited about that than the main event, which is probably the Punjabi prison match. But this should be the main event, right?
Oh yeah, this should be the main event. It should be for the heavyweight title too. They're doing a good job building up the US title, and I see that on Independence Day they'd have that as the main focus of the show. But the big story in this whole match for me was Kevin Owens, because he's absolutely the best heel commentator ever in my eyes.
Yeah,
anyway.
He's very funny.
If he retires, he can slip right in there. He'd be great, and he had so many great lines that I couldn't even keep up. Yeah, and my favorite spot of the whole match was the exploder into the corner. That one looked just phenomenal.
It couldn't be phenomenal because it was on AJ, Dave. If Sami Zayn is doing it, it's not phenomenal. Come on. Be stealing his catchphrases. Dave, there was Talking Smack And as I was watching Talking Smack, I got about 5 minutes into it. I messaged you and I said, man, what happened to Talking Smack? This is lame. And you replied, yeah, I'm almost done. It was very lame. Yeah, not a good episode of Talking Smack. I can do some highlights here. Naomi brings out her lit belt, and they start talking about it. And she says, hey, I can't lose this belt. It took us so long to get these lights on it. So, all the money that was put in this belt, she's not losing it anytime soon. So
no, she was saying championship. It was Daniel. That,
yes. So Dave, you're a huge CM Punk fan. I wonder if anyone else knows this. There's this clip on YouTube you can find, and it's someone compiled all the times CM Punk has corrected people on the use of the word title and championship belt. Have you seen this? Have you seen?
No, I haven't.
So I think I just messed it up there too. So CM Punk, every time he was ever on a talk show, Good Morning America, anything, and he had the WWE Championship, they'd be like, oh, look at this title belt, and his same response, CM Punk, and someone knows what I'm talking about. Find this clip somewhere. He goes, no, it's not a belt. Belts hold up your pants. This is a championship title. That's what he always says. He always goes, it's not a belt. It's a championship title. He'll say it in almost any time anyone has ever said that. So his good friend Daniel Bryan says, hey, it's not a belt. Belt holds up your pants. It's a championship title. CM Punk is watching. Probably not, but CM Punk is watching.
No, he's definitely not.
Go find that. It's very funny. Because I call it a belt all the time.
Yeah.
They don't want him to say belt, right? They want to say championship title. It makes sense. It makes sense. But when you hear CM Punk say it a million times to different people, it's so funny. So go watch that. Go find it. Daniel Bryan now asks Naomi, you're champion. You beat Lana. It's behind you. Who do you want to face next? She says, I want to face Charlotte. What do you think of that, Dave?
I think this whole episode was completely boring and garbage.
This Talking Smack episode.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what
Naomi bored me to tears.
You don't like Naomi. I know it. I know you don't.
Did I mention Naomi bored me?
Yeah. You just don't like things that light up. You don't like things that are lit, Dave.
Damn it, I'm old.
Oh.
Just want to sit in a comfortable chair.
I'm not even that young, but I just love that word, lit. It's just great. Her belt is literally lit. It's great. Naomi versus Charlotte definitely interests me. I feel like the reason Naomi isn't connecting with people as much as maybe she could, I feel like she's over with kids because the whole entrance and things like that. But for me, yeah, I want to see her versus Charlotte versus Becky, one-on-one matches, and actually stand out and prove that she can go with these women. Because I feel like she could. I feel like she could hang. So, see more of that. Her submission move and her rear view.
The submission move is cool. I like that.
Yeah, definitely. Daniel Bryan talks about he raps at some point. What did you think of Daniel Bryan rapping? I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was better than Kofi.
Daniel, damn, you a savage.
I try.
Daniel Bryan mentions the fact that they brought up the videotape footage. They brought it up on Talking Smack. Daniel Bryan. He did not suspend the Usos for 30 days, though, so that's okay.
No.
Renee brings up Tenay Young. She says, my voice isn't that high. They bring on the power couple, the love couple of love. They say, let love lift you up. And then they start being all cute and stuff. They say that Sami Zayn just wants attention. They ask Mike Bennett why he changed his name to Mike Kanellis. He says that Maria is a strong, powerful woman, and it shouldn't matter. He says, why does it matter? And it actually got me thinking, Dave. Am I just a liberal, left-wing millennial? But I'm not in a relationship. But is it weird for a guy to take a girl's name in this day and age? What do you think?
Not at all.
I don't know. I don't personally know anyone that has done that. I do, however, know someone that made a they changed their name, but it has both in it.
Yeah, hyphenated.
Yeah, isn't that what some people do? Mostly celebrities.
Yeah, sure.
So
we talked. I think I was talking to Jason about this. Natalie and I talked about me changing my name. She still has her own last name. We're married, but she kept her name because she's the last of a bloodline, and that's why we were wondering if that's what we should be doing. So, but I don't find it odd at all.
No, I don't either. But someone listening right now is like, well, it's not a manly thing to do. You got
without a doubt, yeah. These two, they seem to really understand their characters or what they're going for, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. I'm looking forward to see him wrestle and the storyline to go forward, and this is pretty much where I stopped watching Talking Smack.
Yeah, AJ Styles came out. They said that they should do a show about WWE dads. There wasn't much going on here, and there's something about an eating challenge. Honestly, it wasn't very good. I usually like the show, but it was off for me. Dave, speaking of being off, let's go to feedback.
Hooray!
Mark from Vaughn loved the rap battle segment. Usually when WWE tries something new, it sucks, but the performers clearly created the content themselves, and 90% of it was solid, except for Kofi knocking the Usos for dropping out of college when he incorrectly identified a stop sign as a hexagon when it's an octagon. Yes, he's got a question. There's rumors that Nakamura and Styles may be happening at SummerSlam. Even though Brooklyn is a great crowd, don't you think it's too soon to go to that one? I'd rather have all the pomp and circumstance around it at Mania for the title. Unfortunately, with 9 months until then, I doubt they can hold that off. What do you think, Dave? SummerSlam or Mania for Nakamura versus Styles?
Well, okay, match that big. I think it would be better suited at WrestleMania, but he brings up a good point with the 9 month wait. They could do it. They could put it off.
I'd rather see it at WrestleMania just because they did it once at Wrestle Kingdom, and then the second time at WrestleMania. It's just pretty sweet. That's a match that instantly makes me think WrestleMania sounds amazing. So maybe they just should. Maybe they just should wait. SummerSlam, they could figure out other things. Your turn, Dave.
Let's see. We go USA all the way. Happy they finally made the belt glow. The wait was worth it. I don't like you. Do you expect any physicality between Daniel Bryan and James Ellsworth? Daniel Bryan doesn't have to take a bump. I don't think so.
Ellsworth the GOAT. Ellsworth beating up Daniel Bryan? I don't know. No. I'd rather see him and Becky fight, to be honest. Doug from Chicago. I really like that AJ was able to give a rub to Gable and play the respect angle post-match. Gable could have a pretty good future if given the right opportunities and if he is able to work on his facials. He often looks like a scared and confused child with the faces he makes. It's very, I mean, maybe I won't go that far, but yeah, you're onto something. Facial reactions, I mean, John and Wai talk about it all the time. Facial reactions really do help make, like, you look believable, right? Like, the reason I think Okada is so good is, like, he could put him in, like, a single leg crab that doesn't even look that convincing, but he could make it look like he's dying from this. So, I don't know, maybe people should get better facial reactions. Your turn.
Yeah, I thought the exact same thing about Gable. I always thought he looked like he was about to cry.
Yeah, it's like he's crying or, like, taking a bad poop or something. I don't know.
Jesse from the Six. I was looking forward to both Cena and Rusev's respective returns, yet I was very disappointed with the opening segment. The writing on SmackDown has been very uninspired pretty much all year. We now have three guys, Rusev, Owens, and Mahal, doing essentially the same gimmick, and it's the lame I Hate America gimmick. I can give them a pass on July 4th, but going forward, I don't want to watch a show with one lame-ass 1980s foreign heel, let alone three. The Usos murked the New Day on the mic. Wale did them wrong. Braden, I love and respect you, so please know I would never want to throw shade on you, but I have to ask, what do you think the word aloof means?
I'll cut you off, because yesterday on the Review-A-Raw I said that I'm aloof. I always thought it meant like kind of like I mean, I can pull it up right now. I can look it up, because I always thought it meant like you're kind. I don't want to say goofy, but like aloof, like silly, and like like I just slipped a little bit. I'm just kind of dopey. I don't know. How would you describe me, Dave? Would you use the word aloof?
Mouthy.
Mouthy. Okay, it's very true. Sure. That could go a few different ways there, Dave, but sure.
I don't know how I would. I don't usually try. I try not to put labels on.
I could label you, Dave.
Asshole? No. Big heart. Big heart. Oh, you're so sweet.
Yeah. You know how I would label Jesse from the Six?
How?
Shade thrower. No, he's actually probably correcting me. I'm Googling the word aloof, and it says to be not friendly or forthcoming, cool and distant. I'm probably not those things. I'm pretty friendly, actually.
Yes.
Anyone who listens to this show and has had the pleasure or displeasure of meeting me in person, am I friendly? I think I'm friendly.
Without a doubt you
Especially
are.
to listeners. I actually love our listeners, even the people who hate me, because it's like, thank you for... No, like, hey, when they hate me, they're usually just, giving me something to work off of, helping me improve. So,
There you go.
If you ain't got haters, you're doing something wrong. Jeremy says, first off, sorry about my wholesale mistake from Review of Raw, saying that they should sell the 205 Live guys to Ring of Honor at a bulk discount price. That is very funny. He says, this was a good SmackDown. Would actually like to see Cena go on a losing streak for like 3 to 4 months and then build him up to beat Flair's record at Mania. Wow. This guy wants to see Cena just go on a losing streak and then just win it all back and beat Ric Flair's record. Wow, that could be something. He says, big fan of Bartender Dave. Braden, you're okay. Not wrong.
Thank you.
Braden, what's it like living with Agnew? Is it like living with an angrier, older relative who just can't stand your hippity-hop music? Yesterday I was going to work, and as I was leaving the house, Agnew was talking to our neighbor, who is an older woman who's got some kids and a husband. And he was talking to the mom of the house, and they were legit talking about me, Dave. Like, I walked out of the house, and they didn't expect me to just walk out of the house, but they were at the bottom of our driveway, and they were talking about me, Dave.
Oh, my God.
But as I asked them, what are you talking about? They both stopped talking about me. What were they talking about, Dave? Were they conspiring about me?
I think they were throwing shade.
They were throwing shade. Damn.
I think they were hoping you were being aloof.
Oh, wow. So, I don't know. It's fine living with Agnew. Sure. He hates hip-hop music that I blast a lot. I make a lot of beats. Like, I do hip-hop beats. It's like my side hobby. And he hates it. So, I'll keep doing it, obviously, to make him angrier. Jeremy ends his feedback with, P.S. Kota Ibushi is my pick to win the G1. Well, friend, I am sorry you are incorrect because his friend Kenny Omega is going to defeat him and win the G1 and go on to become the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, as well as keep his United States Heavyweight Championship. Newly crowned New Japan. I'm obsessed with New Japan lately. I'm like New Japan.
Obviously.
I feel like you're a hipster when you like New Japan, but it's fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're next.
Paul from New Jersey. Oh, great. It's the 4th of July. America is going to blow itself more than usual. Oh, my God. Speaking of blowing, I love the rap battle, especially the line about Xavier. The Usos clearly won. Decent show minus the constant American nut hugging. Oh, my God, nut hugging.
Oh, I love that term.
I am stealing that. Really? But that's to be expected on the 4th of July. Nut hugging.
You never heard that?
No, that's fantastic. The Raw review was great. Keep up the good work, gentlemen. Carl from Surrey.
Carl from Surrey. A flag match makes sense on July 4th. Not so much sense on Battleground. The rap battle highlighted the Usos' strong mic work, and they won this hands down. The New Day entourage was Adam Rose's old group.
Hey!
The New Day act is old at this point. I want the Usos to retain, but I feel like the title change is coming. He also says, Randy cannot lose a third time clean to Jinder. Randy's promo work is simply better and shows how far Jinder needs to improve. Yeah, maybe I think that too. Mike and Maria Kanellis are not working at all. Terrible gimmick and no idea where it's going. The focus is on Maria, so what is Mike's role?
Oh, I thought the exact opposite of that.
I can see where he's coming from, but also It's like they just debuted. I guess they like, hey, we debuted, and we have nothing for you until this match with Sami Zayn. So it's fine. Let his debut be at the pay-per-view against Sami Zayn. Hopefully he goes over. I feel like the story with them is that, like, oh, the power of love. But really, it's like he's whipped by Maria. I feel like that's what the story should be, is like, I own you.
Oh, there's still time. I can see that coming.
I got you here. He says on Talking Smack, oh, I was working the indies. I was doing the same thing over and over again. It wasn't getting me anywhere. And then I met the love of my life, and now I'm in the WWE. So, like, that was said purposely, I feel like.
They're
going to go with that as a storyline, which is good.
We go to Chris from Melbourne, Australia. Naomi has a custom championship that glows in the dark, but dear Lord, my eyes, did it come across as cheap and tacky? Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
No, the belt looks lit, Dave.
No, it looks cheap and tacky.
No.
Love you, Chris.
Great.
Question. On last night Wrestling Observer show, it was said that Cedric Fox Star feud has been going for 7 months, including the few months of Swan. Given it's about a year since the CWC, do you think guys like Zack Sabre Jr. and Kota Ibushi were right in not signing for the WWE?
Yes.
I absolutely say yes.
What? Kota Ibushi, I just mentioned, he's going to be in the G1. And we're going to be seeing the match that we were we should have seen last year, but WWE could not produce, and that is Kota Ibushi versus Zack Sabre Jr. We will be getting that match in New Japan. They one-upped WWE. WWE was mad because these guys didn't sign, so we didn't get to see that match. And they look like geniuses for not signing, because look at all these
total geniuses.
Guys. Like these 205 guys, I keep saying it like that. They're just here. So it's like,
and like seriously, Cedric said in an interview that he did not know he was going to 205 Live when he signed.
He should have went to NXT.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Xavier from California, not Xavier Woods. Straight up, the New Day versus Usos rap battle was one of my favorite things. I had high hopes for it when I learned Wale was the host. The second they opened with it, Wale channeling Smack from Ultimate Rap League, I knew I was in for something dope. I loved all the references to battle culture. Slow it down. He gonna get this work. Hold it down. Don DeMarco, and even little things like the Uso tag team cadence that fell straight from gun titles round and the Usos having the first round rebuttal. The battle was a big nerd out moment for me. Usos 3, nobody. Fun fact, brother in the New Day's crew wearing the blue Bootio shirt is Mega Ran, a rapper from Arizona. Wow, amazing. Awesome. So Xavier from Cali clearly knows his battle rap. I'm sure he knows of the King of the Dot. That's about my extent of it, just because I'm Canadian. But I love rap battles. I usually go in like YouTube wormholes when you're watching. It happens with wrestling, where you're like watching like top 10 moves of Zack Sabre Jr. and then you're somehow watching an hour's worth of YouTube videos. That happens with me in rap battles and rap music in general. But that sounds amazing. This guy clearly knows his stuff, because Mega Ran, a rapper from Phoenix, I had no idea he was even in the background.
There you go. We go to Sean from Calgary. Dave seems to always get the decent shows to review. I was thinking that too. Breezango was funny, and both Gable and Dillinger were looking impressive, which is why I like SmackDown way more. Guys like that would never get a chance on Raw. Let's play another modified FKM. Push, demote, fire, Chad Gable, Ty Dillinger, Tyler Breeze.
He's saying, who would you push? No, I don't want to play that guy. I don't like that game. I don't like to fire people. No, that's mean. No. He's got a question for me, though. How's my Tinder/Bumble game going? I think we need weekly updates. No comment.
Fair enough.
Leave that for what's next. Charles in Louisiana. Guys, it's been so long since I left feedback, so I'm going to cut straight to the chase. Wrestling really viewed best when preparing yourself with low expectations, like the rap-off. I was expecting maximum cringe, but as a hip-hop head, I actually enjoyed it. I yelled at the top of the lungs when they made the rated R punchline about Xavier Woods. Yeah, me too, man. I lost it. I marked out. Question, with the success of New Japan's 2-night G1 special, do you think WWE should seriously consider splitting WrestleMania into a 2-night event? They already did that. NXT, man. NXT TakeOver exactly. Is that, like, they totally got you. They're like, hey, we just added the second show with completely different cast. Most of the guys at the Law rave about how consistently great New Japan's product is. Is it really that much better than WWE's? Or does it only seem that because we're oversaturated with WWE? For me, I really like in-ring stuff. Like when WWE has really good matches, it's what really draws me in. If someone says, hey, you have to see this match, like Cena versus whoever, and it was an amazing match, so good, watch it. I'll watch it, and that's really what I'm looking for. It's not all the time that I'm looking for silliness like the rap battle. Obviously, I really enjoyed that. But New Japan, like consistently, these matches that they're putting on are so good. Like, even when I have guys that I'm not super invested in, like someone like Ishii, and then all of a sudden this long match, and people complain about the matches being too long, but the story being told in the ring in some of these matches are just so much better. It's like the guys get to do it themselves or something. I don't know. It's hard to explain. He says, Dave, without getting personal, I hope that everything is going well in your life. And Braden, don't forget about what I told you about your beats. Charles from Louisiana follows me on Instagram. At the Brady. And whenever I make beats, I sometimes do Instagram stories. And Charles is my #1 fan and will always tell me and give me criticism of my beats. And I respect and love him for that. So thank you, Charles, from Louisiana.
Thank you, Charles.
Thank you.
Trying to smile. We go to Aditya from India. Fans and media in India are buzzing for the Punjabi prison match, but India loves Randy Orton as well, but now has turned on him. But the main thing is it's very hard to get subscribers for the WWE network from India. It's par expensive for different class of people. Plus, the pay-per-views are available for free on Monday evenings, so no one subscribes for the network. Why would you? I think the Jinder Mahal push is coming to an end in a month or two.
Hey, Jinder Mahal could lose in the Punjabi prison match.
Yep.
But then the title goes back to Randy Orton, so I don't know what we do with that.
Yeah.
I guess set it up for something for SummerSlam. So, last one here. Michael from Orange County. The rap battle was a lot better than expected. I was going in with negative thinking because WWE and hip-hop do not mix. Man, people keep saying that because, like, I know that because I do podcasts and I try to talk about hip-hop and everyone shuts me down. It doesn't mix. But when it does, it's pretty damn cool. Like,
it was awesome.
In hip-hop culture right now, a lot of rappers are mentioning wrestling in their rhymes. They're wearing wrestling T-shirts. Wale was wearing an old school WCW T-shirts. Like expensive clothing stores in Toronto in popular spots that are known for selling like expensive products like Supreme or things like that that are popular in hip hop culture right now. They're selling vintage wrestling shirts, ones that I've owned and I probably still have in my closet or drawer somewhere, and they're selling them like in mint condition for like $50, $70. So like WCW shirts are selling for like $100 online and in stores because it's like in right now. So hip hop and wrestling are mixing outside of the wrestling world. So WWE finally getting something right is pretty good for them, I'd say. Wale really helped though. He's got a question. I'll cut to it. Cena's originally being promoted as a free agent. And talks of him facing Reigns down the line. How do you think they will get him to go to Raw? Just say he's a free agent? That's what he's asking. Yeah, he says it. He said, I'll fight anyone. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think they need a special storyline or anything to get him over there.
Yeah, it's Cena.
You're John freaking Cena,
It's John Cena. He can show up anywhere and wrestle. And one day he'll show up in New Japan and face Tanahashi because that's my dream match. That's it, Dave. We did it, Dave.
So tired.
Yeah. I'm used to reviewing a 1-hour show. This is crazy. 3 hours of Raw, though. Oh, boy. With Agnew? Oh, my God.
Yeah. Sorry
Dave,
to hear
that was a lot of fun.
Yes, definitely. Always.
ProWrestlingTees.com/law. There is a Bartender Dave t-shirt. And if you don't own it, then can you really call yourself a Bartender Dave fan?
Big shout out to Danny Williams for designing that for me.
Also, I got this. There's a shirt with the rest of us on. Our faces are on it. And Wai had that shirt in the office the other day at Fight Network, and I got to see what my face on a T-shirt in person. Right. So shout out anyone who actually owns that Law T-shirt with our faces on it. Tweet me pictures. I'll retweet them because it's just like it's so weird. My face is on a T-shirt. Like, who the hell am I? Why are you wearing my face on your T-shirt? So I love you guys. Thank you.
It's surreal to see that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Stuff,
yeah.
Like Paul from New Jersey sent me tweeted a picture of him wearing my shirt, and I was just like, that's really weird.
I need to make some new ones.
Thank you very much.
I need some new shirt ideas. We need some new shirt ideas.
Yeah.
We'll work on it. We'll work on one for possibly our show, Dave, as me and you are appointed the hosts of the Mae Young Classic this summer.
Oh, yes.
Bartender Dave and myself, Bartender Dave fills in on what's next whenever me or Agnew are away. You are our third member of the show. So people have been begging me and you to do a podcast together. So we will be covering the Mae Young tournament this summer. We'll be covering that. And we might even do some What Was Next, where we review some of the older NXT episodes, such as Jinder Mahal versus Seth Rollins for the NXT title, the first ever crowning of that belt. We should review that soon, Dave.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. And I promise everybody listening right now or who is still listening right now, it'll be a lot shorter show.
Yes, sorry about that. So we'll work on that this summer. So be on the lookout for that. LiveAudioWrestling.com, at Law Radio on Twitter and Instagram, at the Braid D on Twitter and Instagram. Dave, plug yourself. Go.
Yeah, Bartender Dave 74. Follow me on Twitter. You can come see me at Bryden's. We're at 2455 Bloor Street West, right at the corner of Bloor and Jane, right across from Jane Station. It's a real nice, easy to get to. We got great food, great beer, and thank you so much, Braden, for having me on. Thank you, John. Thank you, Wai. Thank you, the entire Law universe. I'm living the dream. This is a lot of fun.
Awesome. Dave, thanks for having me. Thanks, John and Wai. They will be back next week. And take care. Be safe.
Love you.